Show. I'm your host, Simeon. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy part 2 of the Shish-Kanak interview. I think we're about to get right into it. I think me and him are just picking up right where we left off. Might be talking about podcasting at first, but we're really getting into everything. So, without further ado, enjoy. As I was saying before, you deserve to get hurt, bro.
Yeah.
So
Everybody, yeah.
that aside, whatever you decide to do, like I think it's cool. Like even this space in general, like the way I see it is with music and all that. If you have the money and the resources and that's what you're feeling right there, that's great.
Yeah.
But that's not always gonna be like in everyday life. That's not always what it's gonna be. And like obviously, you can make the right moves to set yourself up for that success later or sooner in life. But with this, it's all you gotta do is you need a mic, and you need an hour out of your day.
You just need to, yeah, exactly, bro. You know, persistence and ambition are you know what? I mean, just go look at some of the greatest inventors.
Oh yeah.
Go look at some of the greatest leaders, some of the greatest
Hours.
athletes.
Hours.
You know what I mean? It was a constant effort to get better and be better, bro. Like, and we all have our days like where we don't want to do that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But like, don't get it twisted. There's days like, bro, where I just want to just not do shit, bro. Like where I know this week is finna be hard, so I just want to take Sunday off and just chill. But the ones who make it,
yeah, bro.
no days off.
No days off. That's the one thing I'm like learning. I'm really trying to, not even trying to say like no bullshit. Not trying to like act like hype myself up. That's something I'm striving for, bro. And I try. That's part of the reason. Like the job I work now, I love that it's 6 days a week, bro. It sounds shitty. I love being with my family. I wish I could be with them every day.
That was my next point.
But it's just like I think we're okay right now. I think that I'm gonna miss. I think I did miss a lot of the summers, but in the winters I'm off. Obviously, I have the winter off, so I always try to like set that up for whatever my plans are.
It's your seasonal work.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
you ever need a gig or something during the winter time? I could probably.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I actually not gonna lie to you. I could
help you out with that.
I just over the past couple of years, I was supposed to. We had a business set up with a buddy of mine, and he actually is just kind of doing his own thing, not with the business or anything. Just he has to take care of some other bullshit, so nothing here, there, or side. I'm still doing the work under a different LLC. So during the winter, I do run my own thing, but that's very like I just the way I see it is I'm a bear, bro. So I try to stack all through the summer, bro.
Hibernate during the winter.
And hibernate during the winter, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Not
100%.
even hibernate, like
that's
just
actually
to do whatever.
everything that I've tried to do my whole life.
Yeah.
However, like, it's like a teacher. You know, they grind all year, and then the summertime they're off, and it's nice. But when you live paycheck to paycheck and you're off for those 3 months, you can't get unemployment because you're considered a yearly worker after a certain amount of months. So like you're in a certain bond type shit, you know what I mean? So like it's give and take, and I believe if you got to work a job, unfortunately, as shitty as it is, like unless you're really bro, like, and there's so much money out there, and not that you or nobody else somebody out there is gonna go out there and be great and make a lot of money, and that's good, and that's good, and that's great. I fucking love it. But for the average person, you know what I mean? That shit's hard. And to take those couple of months off is difficult.
Oh yeah, when I say that, bro, I just want to say something. I'm not trying to hype myself up again, bro. I'm like I said, I was born in, like you said, we all have different come ups, right? The part of my side of my family was born in like to working. That's what we did.
Yeah,
that's
I
like
could
the
tell
only
you,
thing.
bro,
That's the only thing we do.
You're a hardworking dude. I already know that.
But not even that bullshit aside. So when I say I take the winters off, I mean that I'm only working like a max of 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
Okay.
and that means that as long as I can make money every day, which I can make money in different ways. I can make money sitting at home, but it's harder sometimes.
That boy be selling feet pics.
Oh no, dude, you into crypto?
No, but
no, I sell ass pics. Like the thing is like my feet are fucked up, but people like a fucked up ass.
Yo,
hairy.
All right, yeah.
All right, anyways.
You funny as fuck. Crypto. So, no, but for a while I got into the stock market.
All right, hell yeah.
I'll tell you a little story, too. Shit, I can't even lie to you. Shit, COVID time, bro. That's how old I am, bro. COVID time, I was still about 24, 25. So.
All right.
Here's what people don't understand, bro. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'm really not, but stock market during COVID went crazy. So nobody knew what was going to happen, right? So when you have money in the stocks, all right, let's say you have money in the Twisted Tea, okay? And you knew Twisted Tea prices were going to go a little higher because of COVID, or it's like you weren't going to be able to go out and get them or whatever the case is. So like the price in Twisted Tea on the stock market dropped. So it dropped because people started selling because they got scared. So they had a certain number, a figure, and they're like, okay, like I'm going to buy it. I'm going to cash out. I'm going to cash out on this figure, right? So over the span of COVID, Twisted Tea stock went from here down here. Well, I bought in here. Now, I didn't buy into Twisted Tea. I bought into 5 and Below, right?
Right.
Yo, check this shit out, bro. I can't even count this pretty
That was that before 5 Below was popping?
Oh, bro. I would actually be pretty decent if I would see. This is the thing, bro. When you're young and dumb, you don't know nothing about money, and you're bad with your money. So listen to this. If 5 and Below is as popping as you think or say it is right now, bro, I could probably have a good amount of thousands.
You talking about the store?
Yeah.
The one we have in Richland?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's popping, but
it's popping. It's popping more than what it was. So listen, I'll
it
be
definitely
very
has shit.
Listen.
I just never been to one.
I took $600. Okay, I put it into E-Trade. COVID hit. I'm talking 2019, 2020, or 2020 type shit. So, boom. I kid you not, Simeon, in a fucking year, that shit, 600 turned to 15.
Oh, shit, you doubled it? Yeah, I've done that.
In a year. So,
in a year.
Today, that shit might be worth maybe 10, 12 grand. You know what I mean? But, like, life hits you, bro. Wasn't working, needed chicken, had to cash out. You know what I mean? Bad decision. But, like, yo, that shit might be worth something today. I had, like, 23 shares or something like that in that shit, bro. Like, So I don't know too much about the stock market, but I could say one thing. Like, if there's a company, and let's say you love Nike, let's say you're infatuated with Nike, bro, but Nike's always $160 a share, $250 a share, and that shit drops to $85 a share, and you got money like that, yeah, you put that bitch in Nike because Nike will always come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, little shit like that, bro. Like, if a share, if one stock in Nike is $85, and you literally are somebody who makes $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, maybe more than that, because like where I'm from, like that's a lot of chicken. But like, yo, it could be beneficial to you. So I played around with the stock market, not crypto.
All right, my bad. Evan keeps on texting.
Just tell him slide back there. What's he waiting for? See, I should have just drove my own fucking car here. Bro.
I literally told him.
That's the one thing I hate about motherfuckers. Not motherfuckers, but like that's why I always go somewhere on my own, bro. Cause like,
the
I'm
car
on my
is
own
gone,
time.
bro.
Yeah, I'm on my own time. Like this motherfucker, now he going bullshit and shit. You know what I mean?
He said, "When y'all think you gonna be done?" All right, we're now back. Now, real quick, we can jump into whatever, bro. We kind of went off on a tangent there, and I loved it.
My fault, of course.
No, it was not your fault at all. It was a good tangent. I appreciate the tangent because it was about me, and I am a fucking like self-glorifying asshole, so I love hearing shit about me. Anyways, real talk. Not all of us about me, but real talk. You were explaining about your brother's brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted, if it's cool with you, can we dive in? Do you know much about that?
Yeah. So, extremely hardworking kid. I was more of the team sport guy, but he was an incredible bowler. just to get a little off topic on him, like, and again, respect and the most commend in the world to him, because like it's one of those sports that you can't look to the left or right or blame anybody beside you but yourself if you don't perform to a high level,
Yeah,
or
right.
to a certain standard, or if you fail. It's just you. And to endure that growing up throughout his life, like, and not, because in team sports it's easy to look to the left and be like, yo, why aren't you there in coverage, or what happened, you dropped the ball, like, nope.
Definitely did.
He loves the gym. He's incredibly fit. He's huskier than I am, bigger than I am. Like, he's just in great shape, and he wanted to build a gym brand.
All right, so that's what it is a gym brand.
It's a gym brand. I think it's a brand. It's a religious gym brand, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's cool. That's a little different.
For his age, like, he's extremely he's spiritual.
All right.
He's spiritual. He believes in God, and he believes in doing the right thing the right way.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And he's 18. 19.
Oh, really?
19.
He's young.
19 now. 19.
Yeah, I really, I know, you talk to me the way you do, so I know you talk to him good.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're pushing him to just keep on doing what he's doing, because he's so young doing that. He's gonna.
It's funny because it's crazy because I don't even have to push him. He's gonna do it anyway.
That's dope, bro. That's even better.
Hey, that's a grind that, like, I feel like I didn't have or possess when I was his age, which isn't true because I pursued my music career. But like, he does it better. He does it better, and I fucking, like, I don't care. There's one thing I will teach the world. Like, if anybody could ever hear this, bro, I don't care if you're 10 years younger than me or 10 years older than me. There's always something somebody could teach me.
Yeah, bro, that's fact.
I don't care who you are.
My son teaches me shit all the time.
Yeah.
All
and
the
he's
time.
going to your whole fucking life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your whole fucking life.
Mm.
And like you said, just make sure you understand him along the way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing we were talking about.
Instill good values in him. Make sure that he loves you, wants you to be his friend, his best friend, but he also respects you.
Yeah, that's a big balance.
There's a difference between friendship
and
parenthood. You know what I mean? And right.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
Now, when he's 18, 21, he could be more so your friend because you can relax a little bit because you know who you built and who you grew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take that.
Yes, I really, yeah. Are you close to your pops?
I love my dad. Great dude, man.
He live around here?
Incredible dude, yeah. He lived right down the street from me. It's funny, man. You know, he is. He's the best guy. He is the best guy. Like, you would love him. He would love you. Like, he would. Like, if you crashed your car in front of his house in the middle of the street, he'd be the first person out there trying to save your life.
Best person to have around.
Very, very, he and I, okay. When I was born into this world, my dad wasn't there. It's not his fault. He didn't know. And, I met my dad randomly. You know, he just kind of came to the door one day when I was in a really bad spot as a kid. Like, people don't realize, like, you know, if you saw where I grew up in a house in Moxon, bro, like, it's a nice crib. It is. On a good street. And my dad worked his ass off. We didn't take no family vacations. I'm wearing Foresters right now, bro. My parents didn't even spend money on Foresters, which back then were like $40, $50 or $70 now, bro. I was still getting $39, $95 Nike shoes. Roof over my head, food on the table every night, and somebody who loved and cared about me enough to be hard on me and tough on me, even when I thought he hated me. You know what I mean? And I still, to this day, think he does. The guy's a prick. Yeah, but he's a great dude. Like, and at the end of the day, he will die for his own. He'll die for his family. He'll die for anybody who's dying. Like, he's that kind of dude. Yeah. He's a good person. Really is. But he just, sometimes, bro, it just don't click. And it's natural, bro. It just be like that, bro. Sometimes it don't click. Even when you want it to click. Even when you try to be the bigger person and try to make it click when it never clicked before, bro. I'll never shy away from that. Like, my dad is my hero. I wouldn't be the person I am without my father. And he's a great, great dude, a phenomenal dad. But he and I, we just never got it, bro.
Bro, you have no idea. You know what's crazy? You know what's wild?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna speak too much on this. I'm gonna hop on this. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna riff somewhere else.
Speak.
So real quick,
Speak your truth, bro.
You're probably sitting in this house knowing, like, cause you're in my basement studio. This is my dad's office, and you're probably thinking, I don't know what you think, honestly, because I'm not.
I think
gonna
this
assume.
is a great spot. I don't give a fuck how you got this spot. This
But
is your spot, and you grew this place to what it is where we're at.
Oh yeah,
right now.
definitely.
That's what I think.
I'm gonna lay some lyrics on you though, that I made regarding how I got this spot, and it's just something I'm making it right now. So I guess this is a sneak peek, and it was I was just down on my ass and my pops was paying my rent because I couldn't afford it. He gave me an ultimatum: you leave the house or you buy the house. So I floored it right to the bank, and I didn't know it right there, but I traded my dad for a mortgage. Fuck this house. I'm gonna build me a fortress. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I made this because it's true, bro, and I never even realized it sucked, man.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
It sucked. And he gave me a great deal on the house and everything, but he just hated me for it. He didn't think I was gonna be able to do it or something, bro. And then every time we went to go do it, it was just something else he had to get in front of to fucking make sure that it wasn't gonna happen. But I was just like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, we had lawyers there, we were ready to go. The only part he fucked up on is he made me get his lawyer, so I just got the same lawyer. We're just like, okay, we're just gonna be more used. You're just gonna use my lawyer, and my lawyer was obviously on my side with all things, and my dad was trying to pull some like kind of sneaky stuff, like trying to make agreements about the property and all this stuff that he can have, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Weird and
Adult shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, but. Yeah, man. Like, I love my dad though.
Yeah.
Like, just like you said, he's a
Nothing
great
wrong with
dude.
bro.
Nothing against him, and y'all don't even know who he is because guess what? He's incognito.
I'm fortunate. There's some people in this world that don't get to have a father figure in their life.
Yeah, bro.
And like, I'm a very skinny, small dude. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a big man. But there's one thing I'm not. It ain't soft.
Yeah, bro. I can
And
see that in you though.
And I'm fortunate. If I see somebody that I know or I love that's in trouble, I will be there for them. You want to know why? Because I had parents who were there for me when I needed it. My stepmother, who takes care of me like now, or not now, but like who raised me, like I'm not her next of kin. I'm not her seed. But I have parents that saw me in a tough situation, who came and stepped into my life to help try to grow a young man the same way you try to raise your son.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? It was just at a different age. So when you're 7, 8 years old, it's harder because I was built and molded by certain and multiple different things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's harder. But it's now what you have is your seed from day one, and it's important that he gets to know and love and respect and appreciate you. I was telling you earlier, flashcards are major, bro. Make sure you're constantly speaking to him like a grown man.
That's
like
what I
an
do,
adult,
bro. I'm
things
not
like
even
that.
gonna lie.
Bro.
My
None of
girl
that
thinks
baby
I'm
talk
tripping.
shit. None of that, bro.
I don't even do that shit anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect.
You don't need to
When my son falls,
Nobody's perfect.
I freak out and I treat him like a baby.
You should. No. I would too. I
Any
fucking
other
would
time,
too.
I get home
from
from work. I say, "How was your day, little man?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?"
Yeah.
Like, I try to talk to him.
And
all out.
that doesn't mean you don't tell him. Like, make sure you tell him I love you. Make sure you tell your son I
hell
love
yeah.
you, bro. That's super important, bro.
Well, you
Make
did
sure-
that before I came down here, right?
Like, make sure you tell your son.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart tonight when I went down here, bro. He just didn't want to go to sleep. So he's asleep now. Obviously, I already know he's gonna go to sleep. But I like knowing he went to sleep like when I was in there, you know. And very rarely do I ever do that. But
By the way, if he was up and you needed him to be in here, I wouldn't smoke weed or nothing. I would let him do his own thing. You know what I mean? Let him be a part of the show.
I already know, bro. You ever try Blue Lotus? How do you feel about prophetic dreams?
What the fuck is that?
So check this shit out, bro. You fuck with herbs?
Make sure you in the camera too. Huh?
You fuck with herbs?
Herbs? Like real herbs?
Yeah.
Like
from
from the ground,
Yeah,
like for
right.
tea
From
and
the-
for cooking
From the
and
tea for
absolutely.
cooking, for smoking. Obviously. There's some
You
herbs
grow your
can
own
smoke.
bud? If you grow your own bud, just say that.
Oh no, I don't. I'm sorry, bro. It's all good though.
What you smoke? You smoke your own herbs you grow from the ground?
No.
Like a cigarette?
No, there's this shit, right? And I know this guy, and he has this shit that you put in your weed, and it'll make you dream like crazy.
My boy's smoking K2.
It's called Blue Lotus. You ever smoke some lace shit?
Yeah. I think maybe either twice. I smoked some late shit where I was weak as hell at the time. Both I was young, and I'll tell you the story real quick. I'll keep them both short. So boom, get out the army. You know, I never really smoked in high school, and my people was smoking. We were smoking before a little baseball game in the summertime. We hotboxed 2 L's in a car, bro. I get outside into the Point Stadium at the time. It's now Sergeant Stadium in Johnstown, but it was the Point Stadium.
We still call it the Point.
It's always gonna be the Point.
Always.
Bro, and I was just so hit, bro. I was faded, bro, and I hated the uncomfortability of it, bro. Like, and I'm standing up, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I need to sit down, and my people was like, all right, we finna sit down in a minute, and then next thing you know, like, boom, face plant to the ground, right? Security runs over, but security were actual police officers, you know what I mean, bro? Boom. They're like, yeah, right, da-da-da-da. My brother to this day, bro. Little squirrely, bro, like 5'2", 5'2", bro, picks me up, puts me over his shoulder, and tries to get me right. Like, yo, knock, you good? Come on, we finna get you something to eat, right? I'm like, damn. Cops come over, bro, and
this is all at the Point Stadium.
All at the Point Stadium, right in front of everybody, bro. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life, but like it happened, and I ain't afraid to talk about it because like it elevated me to be the smoker.
You
that I am
educate
today.
People too.
It elevated, like, listen, bro.
To only get bud from the dispensary.
Yeah, bro. You gotta be careful, bro.
Trusted sources.
You never know, cause like I smoked a lot of weed in my life, and for some weed to make me pass out, bro, like, bro, that shit definitely wasn't straight, bro. Like, and either I was a rookie or whatever the case is, bro. I was, you can laugh or whatever the case is, but like that's just real, and that's just happened to people.
They die.
You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't say die.
No,
but
people
like,
die.
People don't fucking say that, bro. People don't die from smoking weed, motherfucker.
No, not from
lace weed.
That's why not from real marijuana.
Yeah,
Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If
I seen people was dying off.
if you're
it was lacing cards.
listen, if you're taking a risk, getting some weed just to get high off somebody that you don't trust and you don't know, and your
that's
mama,
different.
mama or your dad ain't gonna fucking smack the shit out of them or kill them if they find out that you sold them some lace shit, or they ain't dying with you because they smoking it too. Yeah, exactly.
See, but me, bro, I've been active out here, so like, and that's not a brag or nothing, but it's just like, bro, like, I know people. I'll get to know you. I'll vet you out before I decide, like, oh, if I want to buy some weed from you. Like,
that's what I mean too. Like, get it trusted. I'm not like I'm saying, especially since we're on the since we're live and all that shit. I'm saying go to the dispensary, get your shit right. But like the biggest thing is like the biggest thing is like just get a trusted source. That's all it means. It's about to be legal here. We're about to be rolling, and like
bro. I mean,
that's all it is. And you know what I mean by a trusted source.
Dispensaries gonna fuck the weed game up, bro. That's
yeah, big time.
Bullshit, bro.
No, what's gonna fuck the weed game up is us whenever we get legalized completely and we could just grow it here. That's what I'm like excited for. I'm definitely excited.
See, you're better than me, bro. See, again, I told you earlier, I'm a super impatient. I don't have the time, bro. I can't wait.
Check this out, bro. You get your medical card. Check this out. This is not. Huh?
I just had to buy it.
No, check this out real quick. So let's just say it gets completely legal in Johnstown, right? You buy your medical card. You know somebody that's a genius grower. You don't want to wait, right? Fuck it. Forget about it. You forfeit your rights to grow. So whenever it gets recreational in Pennsylvania, if you have a medical card, you can legally grow 2 plants yourself. You can forfeit those rights to somebody else, and they can legally grow your 2 plants plus their 2 plants. So if you know somebody that's very qualified in growing, you could just get free bud, and they can grow as, like, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is I love weed. Well, no matter how you get it, as long as those people are running a good business, that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah,
like, business is the number one thing. I know some fucking jagoffs Some fucking
feel
jack-offs,
you.
bro. But nah, like I don't want to just talk about weed on this shit, but we really didn't. We've been fucking jumping around to everything. So, so the time that you got laced, that's a very unfortunate event, man.
Yeah. Some bullshit. Basically, cops pulled me over. You know what I mean? Shit. I had a bowl on me, charged me, whatever the case is, whatever. Like, took that little charge, whatever. It was an embarrassing moment. And I didn't step out the house for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't step out, but in that time,
I don't blame you.
in that time, I became the person who you're interviewing today, and why that moment right there
Is it
in my
cringy
life.
to say he became Shish-Kanak?
Yeah, bro. That moment right there, like I took a whole year, like I kid you not, bro, a whole year where I didn't pop out and I didn't say nothing to nobody. I started making music and stuff. Like I'm telling you, bro, like what really elevated me, and I was saying it earlier, like I had dropped out of college, like I came back to the J, bro. I'll be with my people and we'll be rapping. Let's say there's 3 of us in a room, and I couldn't freestyle, you know what I mean? I would rap, like I would be writing shit, but
Right.
my own people who didn't do that would be better freestylers. I mean, I'm like, nah,
I can tell
I
that.
ain't cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay.
I think
with
it's a
that.
good thing how high you set your standards, bro. I definitely think it's a good thing.
No.
And I think that you just have to let it go once in a while.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
so,
it. Because and I'm definitely excited because I don't want to put you on the spot. I already said I was gonna do.
We got it.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
How many unreleased songs you think you got?
Good ones, 30,
30?
but about 100.
I was gonna say.
But that's the thing. Like, that's really not that good if you think about it, right? I've been making music 10 years, essentially, based off of how I was dropping. I just dropped a song. I dropped a song in 25. So I've been making music for 10 years. I've been dropping for about 7.
What song did you drop in 25?
That You and I.
Oh,
That
right.
joint,
The country
that little
joint.
country joint.
I thought that was before the Bros EP. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm.
I fought with that Bros EP.
Appreciate you. That's the first EP I ever dropped. I always drop singles because I felt like until I built myself a legitimate following, that an album really wouldn't do me no justice. However,
that was very smart business.
that's just a thought. It didn't work out, so that doesn't make it smart. You know what I mean? It didn't
It's
work
not
out.
even-
It was just a way of thinking. It was a thought process. You know what I mean behind it. But
Yeah. It's not
with
even
that
that.
being said,
Not even that it didn't work out. Think about without promotion, bro. Think about without promotion, without anything, just running off of your fumes, bro.
mm-hmm.
And whenever you feel like you have it, just keeping it stockpiled.
Right.
And if you have let's say you have another 100 songs, and let's say 100 of those are good and they're ready to release. Let's just say over time you made content.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you just happen to have it. You could even have automations to automatically post that shit. Imagine a solid how many drops did you stick with, especially with this new age, it's whole different, a whole different style. But man, fuck that. I just know people are gonna be excited to hear whatever you come with, especially no matter how they discover you, whether it's through a podcast, whether it's through music again, or whether it's through whatever you decide to do. The music with you is gonna live on, and you have shit to say, and you have it's comedic too,
Yeah, sometimes sure.
Yeah.
I intend for it to be that way.
exactly.
Sometimes,
You
You
can
got
sit
you.
there. And
you
that's
gotta put personality in your music, bro.
have to. It sucks
You know
that
what
people
I mean?
have no
look,
personality.
if you're gonna do this, bro, it's okay to be yourself, be who you are. It's okay. Some people aren't very vocal. You can make great music and be one of the. You know how they say the quietest people are the ones you need to be worried about.
Yeah.
You could be a super great person, be very quiet and reserved, and be
Yeah,
to
that is
yourself and
true.
not talk.
It's a
Me,
bad
I
stereotype.
like this shit. I feed off this shit. I like this shit. This is just who I am naturally.
Right.
But the people who know me, this person next to me, I've known him since he was in high school. So he kind of knows me better than, no offense, but you do. But
Right.
than a lot of people do. To be fair with you, he's recorded the most hours of my music, probably other than maybe Tim. But he probably recorded my best music too.
Right. So
This dude
speaking of
right
that, That's dope though. That's chemistry. But speaking
Like-
of that, we can get back into
And
chemistry
you know what?
too.
Not to interrupt, let's keep it at chemistry. When you're an artist who wants to be a rapper or a musician of some sort, a vocalist, and you're recording other artists' music, very generally you don't take it serious. But YNGE never ever looked at it like that. Like, he always looked at it like, well, if I can make money off of trying to make somebody's music dope, and he'll give you ideas, he'll give you input, he'll try to give you 100% his best every single time. And I've worked with people in the town who have made music, who were rappers and shit, who didn't take my shit serious, who didn't try to put that effort in, like, so he 100%, like, on top of his work ethic and his grind on his own music, he will sit there and do your music as if it was his own, bro. And
Right.
respect to people like you and to people like that all over the world. Because there are people like that. There's good people out there like that. So, like, you got to acknowledge that shit, too.
Dude,
Like,
that's real. Hey, definitely gonna have to have you on too, brother. Definitely.
oh, yeah.
Definitely gonna sit down with
Oh,
you.
yeah.
But no, that's definitely a good thing to have because you can. It's a better space to create too. There's less stress. I know I get real pressure going to the studio for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. That's why I really like having it here. Like, I recorded since I've been here, and I had to set up. I think I got like 50 to 60 songs recorded this winter, and
Wow.
30 of them are good.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like,
like-
see, I don't have no songs.
Well, do you
got
have a
56
studio? You have studio at your house?
Nah, and even if I did, even when I did, bro, I didn't know how to record.
I
couldn't
just
figure it
fuck
out. I'm
around.
too
I still
stupid.
need to remix them shit. I'm not gonna say. I mean, like, the ideas are good and the actual
Evan and
verses
Cam
are
would set
good.
it up for me, and even when I recorded it, I have songs I could play literally that are actually not bad that I recorded on my own. But if like he recorded it or shit, even if maybe you recorded it,
Nah, not
the
me.
quality of it would be so much better.
Yeah, I'm
But,
not
like-
even holding you, bro. Not me. That's what I've been telling people. I started this shit. I started posting this shit, and this looks like very nice. Like, I really like the setup and shit. But people be hitting me up, and they be like, "Yo, you do studio time? You do studio time?" I'm like, YNGE,
Mm-hmm.
YNGE.
Good. Because
Cam.
like, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, if that's
Well-
not your lane, like, but you know you can record yourself.
Oh yeah. If I can record myself, and like, if I keep fucking with him, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Young E taught me to record. All right, there it is.
Yeah.
I exposed myself.
Yeah,
Young
yeah.
E taught me to record
I
more
know,
than like I got recorded by Tim, but the thing is, like, the only reason Prodigy Studio didn't teach me more how to record is because you're in a booth.
Mm-hmm.
So he's recording and you're in a booth rapping, right?
Mhm.
And like, that's the same thing with Tim. Like, I recorded with
Legend,
Tim. Like, yeah, definitely legend, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he always gives me input the same way. And
Yeah.
I just appreciate that. But I definitely get the same energy with E.
So
I only got to record Cam once, but with Cam once, but Cam was making AI the whole time.
so Cam, so
I'm just fucking with Cam. Cam's legend too.
wow, it's crazy how I came into contact with Evan over here because I really wanted to work with his brother Cam. And here's the thing.
I'm just joking.
Here's the thing about Cam. Cam, and don't take this the wrong way, bro. Cam was more naturally talented, and when I say that, it's like
It's a good thing though.
it's like
I feel
he
you.
just figured shit out quick in terms of the computer work and stuff like that, and the technical aspect behind being an engineer and somebody who makes beats and stuff. And Evan got to see all that. But what Evan has that his brother doesn't quite maintain, not
Drive.
pertain, but yeah, exactly, that
That
motivation
drive,
and that
yeah.
persistence. So he learned from somebody who has the potential to be the best, became awesome and great on his own, and then can still make his own music career, but he now can record himself and other people at a very high level. So he learned
Yeah.
all that shit, and he has the work ethic behind it to back it up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And I would get, just like real quick, not trying to plug nobody, but I would get in with them now because I was talking to them before. Like, this is not about money, but as they move up and as people move up in life, the worth moves up now. You can, just to plug real quick, how much you charge an hour? He charges, and this is gonna be a 001.
25 is fucking love in this economy.
$25 an
love,
hour.
and you're gonna get great work.
And you can that means you can go
Great
there.
work.
Check this out. You can go there. You can have your song recorded. You can buy a beat, right? You can get a music video done.
Mm-hmm.
You can get cover art with animation.
Yeah.
That's going there, and that's obviously not for 25.
Yep. He could
But
do
that's
all that.
probably like
That's
each
another
of those
thing,
things
bro.
I named are probably
He can-
around
yep.
$25
Yep.
each.
Bro
So
can
you
do
name
all
that up, you got around $100 into your craft right there, and you look professional.
Mm-hmm.
So, spend your money right.
Yep.
I definitely do that because here's what I'm saying though is that's 4 things right there they could do for $25 around each. Maybe I'm not giving that price out. I'm just saying it's probably around that price. The music videos are going to be more expensive.
Than affordable price, and you will get
and that's
good
gonna
quality and love behind it.
and that's
bro.
not
If
going to
you're an
stay that
artist and
price.
You're not looking for somebody who's gonna really
moving out.
put love behind your shit, or really put care behind your shit as if it was their own. Then you're stupid, and that's your fucking fault for losing.
And just
Nobody
be cool.
else's.
Just be cool. You got to explain your vision. You got to explain what it is, and you have to have patience and persistence about it. Like, that's the number one thing when working with people with music is that I've seen is like, if you don't know what you want, they're gonna see that, and they're gonna there's 2 types of people in the world that are gonna do something. They're gonna walk away from you, or they're gonna take advantage of you, and they're like that's just what it is. And people need something to get out of something, no matter what it is. Like me and you sitting down right now, what are we getting out of it?
Just
A
getting to know-
conversation.
getting
Yeah,
to know each
exactly.
other, you
But
know
it's
what I
still something.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, there's always something to get out of it. Not trying to take the truth and the realness out of this conversation.
mean? No, for sure.
But it's just like there's always something to get out of it. So just keep that in mind with good relationships, and just try to put your money where your mouth is, man. Like everybody, like that's the number one thing is like I feel like even me, I suffered with it too. Is talk, and just do it, man. Like everybody can say like, oh, I've talked to so many people in the city that have not recorded yet. So there's so many dudes.
Yeah.
There's so many people
Just
that
try.
have.
Just go for it, man. You got nothing to lose at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
there's
Like,
so
we
many
all
people
have
that
a
already
dream, and you
have.
know what? So, listen, bro. It's better off. You're better off trying than not trying, because when you're 50 years old, you're gonna be mad at yourself for not trying. Like me, I've accepted the fact that like there might be I really don't take it serious no more like I used to. Like, but you know what? When if I do ever have a child, or whoever's child, maybe we become so close that I become Uncle Knock to Zion, and
He
I
has
could
so
tell
many
him
uncles,
one day,
bro.
and I could tell him one day like not just your dad, but like I went for it, bro. And success or no success, like success can be is there's a word for it. It's subjective, meaning like it's broad. How do you view success? Because I've had people tell me that my music has helped them out, believe it or not, which is crazy as fuck, because I didn't think that I made good music when I first started off. The first female that I interviewed, like on like IG Live, like she cried when she met me, bro. She cried. I swear to God. I swear. I have there's clips out there on my Facebook, like bro, like that.
That's
You
love,
know what
man.
that does to you when you're trying to create something and create a vision for yourself and for your future? Like, bro, that just changes your heart, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? So like, always go for it. You got nothing to lose, bro. I tell my people all the time, I got people that are great video gamers. I got people that should be doing podcasts and stuff too. I tell them to get into it, and they just fucking don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, bro, shit, you ain't got nothing to lose, bro. Only thing that can happen is it's like when you walk up to a female and you want to swerve on her and shit. What's the worst that can happen? Shorty says no. All right, shit. There ain't more females out there.
Doses.
You know what I mean? Music don't work out. There's other lanes.
Yeah, bro. That's the number one thing. And no matter what, like, that's what, not going back to Evan and Cam, but Evan and Cam showed me too, is like, number one thing is, and I'm not saying this is going to be you guys, but I'm saying, let's say that the music shit don't work out, but you really know how to record shit. You're always, if you really love music, that's what you want to do.
You always have a job.
you always have a job.
Mhm.
And you'll always be around music. And that depends on how you feel about it. If
Yeah,
you
bro.
really want fame and you really want
Yeah.
accolades, then you probably won't be succeeded.
But
But
bro, not even to cut you off, bro, because I think we're gonna get into the like same point. But people don't realize that writers behind the scenes make more money sometimes
Right,
than the
bro.
actual artists.
Exactly.
So you always have that in the repertoire. In
We
the
were saying,
arsenal.
I think we were saying that either before or maybe during this, because we've been rolling for a while now. But being a part of something is just as important as doing something.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that go into it. Like right now, we're like I'm working on one. He's about to drop one, Evan, and everybody's working on something.
I got an album ready.
Yeah,
I'm working on songs that I could drop. I hear you. I feel
that's
you.
so hard, bro. I didn't mean to count you
Fucking
out, bro.
no,
I just didn't want to
not
step.
at all.
Yeah, here's the thing with
No.
Mr. Knott, which I have a lot of respect for, is he tells people bluntly, and he just said it on the show, that he's not actively like going crazy, but his mind's there. Like, you already know his mind's right there. You know he's ready to pop.
Oh, I got something we could record in this studio right now.
Yeah, bro.
Just
ready to
like
go.
just like saying in general. Like
I know what you mean, bro.
I'm ready to go.
I already know, man. I could speak. Like, I don't even think. Did you just write the shit that we recorded, or like the first song we did? Did you just write that right there, or did you write? I don't think you have.
No, I wasn't ready to go. You know what I mean? But it's not like my best body of work either, bro. I did that in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that was still
It's
dope.
not my best body of work.
That's
but
what I
did do
mean.
that right there, yeah.
But that's a shit that's the other thing though. Here's what I'm gonna say right quick.
I'm not speaking that too much. So it's more so of a sound.
Yeah, it was a sound, but listen,
You know?
I actually know. I probably know the verse off the top of my head. Ready? It's not about the sound or about this or about that. It's about the message. You said, I could take off, but I might need help. Won't say could die, but I might be Phelps. And just going off about the life we felt, blah, 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 blah. It sounds like a love story almost, right?
Okay.
So you went off with just 20-minute shit, and you probably might not even realize it, but you might have been really venting something, right? And that's why
That's real. That's real.
That might be why it sounds so dope.
Everybody needs help, bro. And you know what? Somebody said that to me in that moment, and I just happened to be in the studio with you. Like, everybody needs a little bit of help, bro. You can't do it on your own, bro. I mean, you can't. So I'm sure there's people who have, but like realistically, like if you want to put out a book, you need people who are gonna help you with the publishing, and you're gonna need people who are gonna help you with.
Do something like 100%, like something major.
Yeah.
I feel like it's damn near impossible. Not like
No, it is.
Like, you can do it.
Yeah, speak loud if you
You
want to
can
talk.
do it all your own, but not just like if you're trying to do something major. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean,
Like,
Exactly,
if
yeah.
you're trying to build a skyscraper, you can't build it by yourself.
Hell
You
no.
can bring all the parts, but you're not gonna build it. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yeah, he already knows. That's the number one thing. I hope artists realize that too. And if you're watching this and you're not realizing this, wake up right now. If you're watching your favorite rapper that you know blew up, that you know is this famous, this that, oh my gosh, man, do not get the false thing that you guys are the same people as them, because they are doing a lot more. Like, they're a lot less actually, but there's a lot more behind them.
Right.
They're getting pushed with 1,000 people behind them.
So, I mean, you know, and listen, like I was saying earlier, promotion can vary. You know, you can do online promotion. You can do mouth-to-mouth promotion, which is like, or face-to-face, which is more so like, hey, like creating flyers, putting it on people's businesses and stuff like that, creating billboards and stuff like that. Like, there's multiple ways, you know. There's sometimes, like, people don't realize how hard it is to make music, bro. Like what tapped me out, bro, like, I'll be honest, like, bro, I spent every dollar that I had and didn't have, you know what I'm saying, money that I should have put away for my future and stuff like that, like taking that gamble and taking that risk, and rightfully so, like, I ain't mad at myself for it. Some days I think back like, damn, maybe I should have got into streaming or something, you know what I'm saying, like, beforehand. But like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you gotta take that leap of faith, bro, and people don't realize the amount of money that artists have to do, bro, like to put a show together, the money that it costs to put a show together. You know what I mean?
Right, bro.
To get the venue right. Like, if you want to be a promoter and stuff like that, bro. Like, and to get into the studio, you have to pay for that, and that's why it pays to be like somebody like Evan over here who can record his own music, who can edit that shit. You know what I mean? If you don't learn that, then you're constantly spending the money, bro. It's not just money on studio so you can make the song. It's money to get that song heard, bro. There are some people who are 18 years old who got OGs in the hood and they got $25,000-$30,000 and they know the right people to link up with.
Right.
Or you have such a great aura and such a great personality, and they know that you're going to be a star, so they're going to pick you out of the bunch, you know what I mean? Because you possess a different type of skill trait and a characteristic that some people just don't possess, you know what I mean? But then there are some great lyricists, you know what I mean? So there's a wide variety of, like, why people could get on and stuff like that, bro.
And
like,
not get on, too.
and not get on too, exactly. Like, listen, bro, I say it a lot of times when I'm arguing with people about athletes. It's like, bro, there's so many phenomenal great athletes that never made it because maybe their grades weren't good in school, because maybe they didn't try hard enough or apply themselves when they had it all along, but they just didn't want it to click. It happens.
Right.
So much talent gets passed by every day. That's why there are guys from Princeton making it.
What were you saying?
No, I said that's even like some artists here.
Oh, yeah.
Artist-wise, like,
Not even artist-wise, talent-wise, athletic-wise. Like,
Anything
people don't
in
realize,
general.
like, listen, we are from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the 814. We have had professional NFL players. We are talking about Carlton Hasselrig, Lerod Stevens Howling, Artrell Hawkins, Andy Hawkins. These are guys who played professional.
Name
Jack
dropping.
Ham, an NFL Hall of Famer, went to Bishop McCourt High School. Right, I could walk there, bro. Like, we have Hall of Famers.
He's
where
going
we're
off,
from, bro.
bro.
We got real artists like Eam Triplin, like Johnny Cisco, like people who have actually made it and gone mainstream and stuff like that. Like, I'll put myself in there, but I'm.
Did you
that.
hear this,
like,
man?
Bro,
Yeah,
we got
Shish-Kanak.
David Myers, bro. Somebody who was on Saturday Night fucking Live as a drummer. People don't know that, like, bro. Like,
What was his name again?
David Myers.
David
bro,
Myers.
from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, bro. We got hella talent coming from this fucking city, bro. A lot of talent, bro. Music wise, athletically, in terms of academics and stuff like that, bro. We have real people who have succeeded from this place and are going to continue to do so. And it's just like, yo, nobody talks about that enough. We're a city of 20,000 people. It's so extremely difficult to get your name out. That's why we got to go out and spend the bread. That's why I'm proud of the little bit of work that I did, bro, because people can always go back. Hey, shit, I got booed off a stage before. You know what happened? I put my music on Say Cheese, got hella views, and I saw a comment like, damn, ain't this motherfucker that got booed off the stage out in Cali? Like, that shit actually happened to a motherfucker. But you know what?
I want you to talk about that. If you could.
Yeah, so boom, I go out to California to perform my West Side video. I'm doing multiple things at once. I'm going out there to record. Shout out my man's Nick Rodriguez. He's a great videographer out there in LA and in California, and he and his mans, and they treated me real well. And actually, as a matter of fact, bro got hit by a car and was in critical condition for a while, got back right and went right back to the music. You know what I'm saying, bro? Respect. He's a good, kind dude. I only knew him for 2 fucking days, bro. I felt like he was my brother for those 2 days. So went out there to and also to record with somebody who worked with Kanye before. Like, nah, this wasn't nobody big, but at the time when you're
I know
such
what you're
a young
talking
kid,
about, bro.
you try and go out there and spend that chicken, bro. Like, that's Ed Exclusive is his name, bro. Went out there, recorded a few songs with him in a bro studio and shit like that, bro. So I was doing a bunch of things at one time.
That's the type I know that any sort of connection. That's the shit that we're talking about though too. I want you to hop right back on it. I'm not trying to veer off too much, but we were just talking about how you can be a part of it. And that dude right there, what was his name again? Ed Exclusive. I have no fucking clue who this dude is, but guess what? He worked with Kanye. Well, yeah, he worked with.
See, that's the thing. Like, working with somebody like that can mean a lot of things. And when you're when you're young and naive and blindsided by it all, like, you're just so infatuated with the limelight and trying to make it and be that guy. Like, it didn't matter. Like, okay, you know Kanye. I worked with a couple people that know Kanye and know Drake, like, physically have been in the same studio session with him, whether that means they're famous or not, because they might have put a fucking you ever hear a beat and then there's like a little like humming sound in the back or some shit, for example, like maybe one of those guys created that humming sound and they get the credit right so they can say they work with Kanye. So I'm out here getting finessed left and right, you know what I'm saying, by these people who are really trash. Like, that's really the reality of it, bro.
No doubt, bro.
Motherfucker was trash, bro. Listen to this. I get into the studio with bro. I spent hella chicken, bro. Mind you, I go out to Cali. So while I go out to Cali, like I said, I'm trying to do it all at once. I'm trying to get into the studio with this dude who I think is going to help me get on, who I think fucks with my music. I'm trying to record, and I'm trying to perform live. All while I got my brother out there with me trying to show him a good time and shit. Because, like, we ain't never been out there, you know what I'm saying? So, and this was before COVID. Like, we're talking 2018. Like, bro, this was lit. Like, LA was still lit. Like, LA's always going to be LA. There's always going to be its faults. But, like, LA was LA. Like, it was lit. Like, where we're from, going out to LA was lit, bro. Listen.
No, I guarantee it was.
Bro, so boom, here's what happens, bro. We go out there, we do that shit. And when we get into the studio, Cuzzy that I linked up with gets in there. Fucking, he has his engineer. He fucking opens up his mic or his laptop, puts his headphones in, and starts making a beat, bro, while I'm in there recording in this section. And I took that personally, right? So my first song was kind of weak, right? But the second song that I made was actually kind of dope, like dope as fuck for real. Like, bro,
you release it?
Nah. Cause I didn't get it mixed or nothing. Like, so I'll tell you what happened, bro. Like, bro, I paid all this money to get into the studio. I'm thinking you gonna mix my shit. Mind you, I'm a young kid. Like, I spent like, bro, like $2,500 to get with you. Like, bro, that where I'm from, like, that's a lot of bread, bro.
That's still a lot of
bread.
They
wanted $1,200 to mix my shit after the fact. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, fuck that shit. I could go send that to my man's Tim right now. We could get that shit chopped up, mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Just send me all the stems, shit. Just send me the stems, bro. So the second song I'm recording, I'm actually spazzing in the studio, and he literally does this, bro. He takes his headphones off like this, and like is looking at me like this, like in the studio type shit. Like, okay, now you interested? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. But at the same time, like, it was like a little flash. Like, there was like my second verse on the song was super fire. I can't lie to you, bro. Like, anyway, they wanted $1,200. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, I don't got that kind of bread, bro. I'm out here. I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my time. I got a bunch of other shit going on. Like, I'm not even spending that $1,200. Like, I recorded the song. I linked up with you. You showed no interest in me, so fuck it. 4 hours later, he hits me up. Yo, let's do a whole tape together. I'm only charging $10,000. Instantly, like, yo. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, you ain't crazy. That, bro. People out here, you gotta be careful, bro.
Yeah, you definitely right.
But when I had the chicken, bro, I was spending it everywhere, left and right. It didn't matter who the fuck it was, bro. So here's the second thing that I go do. I go to No Jumper Studios. At the time, No Jumper's like kicked off, but like starting to really like. But it's before what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Which is not in a good spot now, but like, I walk in there.
Wild spot.
And I meet this dude who named Hakeem or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So he's at the cash register. I'm like, look, I'm looking for Adam 22, like straight up, just straight told him, like, I'm looking for Adam 22. So I'll never make this up. He's like, he's not here right now, you know what I mean? So just wait around, chill out, whatever. A little bike shop, not big, not a big store. I'm outside, I got hella weed on me. I'm smoking this shit, talking to the locals, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Rappers and stuff out there, just people out there. You know what I mean? So he comes out, he's like, yo, like, listen, like, Adam ain't here right now, he might not come in today, but how about this? Like, yo, like, you're a rapper, right? Like, I got a show. We can open up for Young Pinch. Okay? I don't know if either of you have heard of Young Pinch, but like in 2016, 2017, like, just if you, like, bro, I got long hair now and shit, and that was always the vibe I was trying to be on, but like Young Pinch in 2017 here in Johnstown was like a blowing up artist. So I took advantage of the opportunity, right? So he basically told me, like, listen, I got to close the shop at 8 o'clock. Show's at 10. You know what I mean? Like, let's get you there. Like, it's $300 to open up. You kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm opening up for Young Pinch, where all my boys know Young Pinch.
I've had
all my people know Young Pinch. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. I'll never turn that down. Absolutely, we doing that shit, bro. I'll wait around all day. This is like 5:30. So I'm waiting around the next 2.5 hours, whatever, bro. They close at like 8:30. In LA, a 20-minute ride because of all the traffic and how many people are there is 2 hours, bro. I paid the money. I get there. Young Pinch is already on stage performing. So I'm like, all right. That sucks. Cuz comes up to me, he's like, listen, bro, like, I know that sucks. Like, I know you're disappointed and upset, but, like, listen, check it out. Stay another night. I won't charge you. Like, this 300 will go towards tomorrow. Let's have you open up for the Water Boys. I don't know who the fuck the Water Boys are. I never heard of them, right? But, like, I'm so eager. And as anybody would be, right? Like, yo, like, naturally, like, you you try and do whatever you can, boss. Like,
we were just about to go to AZ, bro.
Bro.
We were literally just about to go to AZ just to go perform.
Do it. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, we were, but it's a long story short. I don't think we are, but I feel you, bro. But anyways, back to your story.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, listen. At the time where I was supposed to open up for Young Pinch, my man's, I went out with my brother. My brother came out with me, and he had to go home. He had to go home. I was there for a week. He was there for a weekend. And he went home. So I was by myself, recording my video, just doing all this. He was in the studio with me, but I was by myself recording the video and stuff like that. He had to go. We had a good time together. We was out in Santa Monica and shit. Great time. Santa Monica, California. Great fucking time. Great fucking time. Great fucking time, bro. Shit, lost my Fiat and everything, bro. Like, great fucking times. My rental car was a Fiat. Lost that bitch. Was walking around 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock. Fuck yeah, walking around random strangers. We was in a random stranger's house, like, with a couple of different joints. Like, I'm telling you, bro, a couple of different, little Mexican joint, little Australian joint, fun shit. Anyway, so, boom, like, I record my video and I record the next day I record the video and then I have to go from the video.
What's the video?
West Side.
Yeah.
You can go check that out on YouTube. It's just don't got a lot of views, but it's my most viewed joint. It's a good video for where we're from. It's a great video. Like, I'll be honest with you. So straight from there, I get dropped off I get to my car and go straight to the venue. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because there's a bunch of, like, I can't even lie, like, some black motherfuckers was on stage before me and they were on Screamo music, singing Screamo, like, not rap music, Screamo, like some hood motherfuckers doing Screamo music, and it was just not my vibe, and it wasn't the music that I was going on stage to perform, you know. I was out here like, I just took a little trip to the west side. You know what I'm saying? And they're over here like, ah!
I know.
Like, screaming into the joint. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, bro. Like, bro, I get on stage, everybody shuts the fuck up and is just looking at me, bro. And I'm over here like dancing and doing my little shit, whatever the case is, bro. Like, and bitches is looking at me crazy. And, like, before I get on stage, I'll be honest, I don't care. Like, this what makes a motherfucker grow, and some people might have gone or will go through this. I get on stage, I'm like, yeah, I'm Shish-Kanak from Pennsylvania. I start my song, bro, but it's just like a 6-minute set, 10-minute set, something like that, bro. So I'm like on my last song, bro. I'm getting tired out, and like I'm a little off on my pitch because I don't know how to manipulate like the auto tune without using auto tune at the time. Like, I'm trying to sing every single lyric, every single one, bro.
Right.
In a 3-minute song. Where it's like sometimes you gotta take a breath, take a break. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to manipulate it when you're performing on stage. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, boom, somebody literally yells out. Somebody literally yells out, "Go back to Pennsylvania!" Bro, I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. Like, nah, bro.
How'd you feel though? Did you feel okay? Were you like, "Fuck that motherfucker"?
Nah, bro. I was hurt.
Yeah, for real.
You be hurt. I mean, shit, like, I'm a cold dude, bro. Like, people who know me know, like, bro, I don't have no rap. Like, I'm a thick-skinned motherfucker, but, like, you out there by yourself. It's your dream.
Yeah, bro.
You got people in the crowd. And literally, like I said, bro, to the point where when I put myself on Say Cheese, some motherfucker was in that crowd and commented like, yo, ain't this the kid that got booed? How the fuck? I'm all the way across country. Yeah, I put it on Say Cheese, you all the way over here. How the fuck? But that's not really a bad thing though, right?
Nah.
Like, in reality, like, somebody remember that, like, yo, bro, I'm almost praying that there's video evidence of that somewhere, bro. Praying.
Yeah, facts, bro.
I would love to see that so I can learn from that shit. You know what I mean, bro? But you know what? Since then, anytime I ever performed, I always made sure that I was different and I was better. And I grew from that. But
Good,
it
bro.
hurt, bro. I walked back to the car, bro, like a sad puppy, bro. Mad, sad as fuck. Like, damn, like, why the fuck am I even doing this shit? I'm out here by my fucking self. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, whole stayed an extra day, canceled a flight, had to pay for another one type shit for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
bro. Destroyed.
oh, yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt bad. Like, but that's a learning experience.
Where else did you perform at?
I performed in Miami, which was great.
Did you open up, or was it like a showcase?
It was a showcase, showcase event. You know, multiple artists, whatever. I thought
Right.
going out of town was the move. You know what I mean? And it was at the
Yeah,
time.
you
It,
get to
it
build an
was.
audience,
It
or
was.
you
And
get to
I did,
build
bro.
your-
I killed, bro. Listen, like nobody ever asked me about this, but I got a chip tooth. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I was hoping I get to hear this story.
Bro, listen, bro. And like nobody ever asked, and I think it's because like they try to be nice. Like, and I do look kind of goofy with it, but I'll tell you the whole
I
story.
don't even see a
behind
chip
it,
suit
bro.
no more. I thought you got a fist, bro. I'm like,
Nah, it's right here.
I was hoping to hear this story.
I'm not even lying.
Listen, bro.
Let's hear it.
I never really held the microphone in my hand. I had did like
Crazy. You told me that.
I hadn't yeah. I like did when I was like in 2014, 15, like I might have the one time I tried to do a song in town, they didn't know I was on the song cuz I was a white boy on stage and they cut my verse off before I went, and I was a little too nervous to spit my verse and shit, so I just cut it right there. But I was real young, so like I never really held a microphone in my hand. So I go to Miami to perform and shit, and it's like the beat's finna drop, you know what I mean? It's like doom 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 boom, and as the boom goes, I literally do just that. I headbang into the microphone. Bah! But I don't stop, bro. Not a lick of me, not a second. Boom, just start rapping and shit. But I feel two things. Two things are going on right now. One, I can't feel my mouth. So I'm like, fuck, please don't be bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Which also probably would have looked fire as fuck, like a battle scar or some shit. But like, two, I see little chunks of two just getting spit into the crowd every word I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. But I finished the number like a good flower. So
Bro, props to you.
You
for
feel
that,
me, bro?
man.
Like, and you know
Props.
what? I wanted to get it fixed, but at the time I had a solid following, you know what I mean? So on live, I'm asking people like, what do you think? Like, should I fix it or not? They're like, fuck that shit. Shit's like, that shit's part of your personality now. Like, that's part of you. So I kept it, but I hate it, but I kept it, but I hate it. But it's
What
like
song
part
were
of
you
me,
performing?
like,
You remember the name of the song? you
Super
performed?
Saiyan. Yeah, it did pretty well on SoundCloud. The song is trash, but at the time I really loved it. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Because I based my life off of that. Like,
How do you feel about that? Oh, you said my bad. You can
No,
finish.
go ahead. What's your...
How do you feel about that first mixtape you dropped? Is that
So the very first mixtape I ever dropped was called Evolvement, and for some reason
Oh,
that got
so-
taken off. That got taken off platforms, not because I wanted it to. It just gone, like, for some reason.
you had that on all DSPs?
Yeah.
You had it on Spotify and all that?
Yeah, it's just gone.
All right. Was Off the Porch on all DSPs too?
No, that was just on SoundCloud.
All right. Well, so what number was that?
I was like my first official, I guess you could say, because it's still available to listen to. That was my first real tape.
Right. How do you feel about that right now?
Trash. The music was trash. But, like, I was doing a lot of things back then, and at the time, like, it wasn't as bad as I think it is.
Yeah,
I just
right,
have a
right.
very high standard and expectation of myself, and if it's not good, I'll say it. That's a
How
one,
was it received in the public?
fair.
Like, did you felt like you felt like you had a
Yeah, no, I don't think people. I'm sure there was people hating on it, but like, like my people like show love and stuff like that. Like,
hell yeah.
it was cool.
I like
was
that.
cool.
The only reason I asked is because I listened to it multiple times in the past winter.
You probably listen to my music more than my own people though.
Nah, I fuck with everybody in Johnstown, bro.
I appreciate it.
Like, that's the
You're
thing.
good, dude.
Anybody that, like, once I started making music in Johnstown, I made a real big effort to anybody I felt like would enjoy their music
Mm-hmm.
to listen to their catalog.
Yeah.
And I don't do as good as I say I do, bro, but I definitely, like, if there's a project, I try to run through the project because it's easier than the singles.
Facts.
Like,
And I respect that. And like, there's a lot, and don't get it twisted. I have a lot of good people that have shown me the absolute most love. I mean, I have a buddy who got me hooked up with an NFL wide receiver before Dwayne Bowe. Like, but bro, like, so bro put me on to Dwayne Bowe's music. Dwayne Bowe played wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Super tough. went to LSU for college, like super dope, super good ball player in the NFL and stuff like that. Had a good career and then became a rapper and stuff, right?
All right.
Again, doing anything you can to get on, you know what I'm saying? So he puts me onto his music and we vibe out to the same song. Like it's just this hard ass song on SoundCloud, you know what I mean? Anyway, bro gets in contact with this dude before I do. And he knew I made music, but bro, like, instead he was like, yeah, like, I can make cover art for you instead. Instead of just being like,
yeah,
yo, like, my boy makes music, like, let's link up, like, he's
That's so
fire.
weird.
You know what I mean? Not that I, like, don't respect somebody trying to get their own craft, but bro wasn't even really making cover art. Like, he just made, like, he
Made
might have
that
made, like, a
up,
couple
yeah.
for me. He made a couple for me. He's dope. And they were dope. But, like,
I feel you, bro. That's a weird thing.
but, like,
I don't know. Maybe.
I definitely was trying to do shit.
Yeah, maybe people just don't think like that. But maybe it is just subconsciously just something. I don't even know, bro. It's sad.
No, I'd be like that. I don't take no. There's no malice in it, motherfuckers. Because in his head, he's like, all right, fuck it. If I could get my man's on by doing cover arts, you know what I'm saying? Then that's how I get him on. Is if I could help this dude out too, and we could both do it together, type shit.
Yeah,
In
right.
a different way. So like, I don't really look at it like that. But like that, it was a kind of like a blown opportunity in my eyes. But then like, I got in contact with him myself, like, and basically he was just like, listen, bro, I'm trying to talk about money. I'm like, listen, bro, you're an NFL player who done made millions of dollars. Like, I don't got the money you got.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
like
right,
I got
right.
20 fans sitting back there. That's the crib. That's nothing, bro. You sitting on
Yeah.
fucking 20 mil. Like, nah, that's not fair, bro. Like, that's fucked up. So, like, it is what it is,
I'm
bro.
about to
It's part
spend
of
the rest
music.
of my bank account on you.
Yeah, bro, shit, got me fucked up, bro. Like, not even spend it. He probably would have charged me like $1,000, but it's just like he didn't want it. I wasn't talking about what he was talking about, so he. But then I ended up doing a song with like King Los. Like, people don't know who King Los is. Like, King Los is one of the greatest lyrical rappers, arguably, of all time, especially of the 2000s and this millennium. Like, 100%. Go look up King Los. And you want to send me, you like bars, you're somebody who appreciates bars. Go
Yeah,
look
no,
up
and
King
I've
Los
definitely
music.
heard of him too. I'm not saying
bro.
that I've indulged, but that name rings a bell.
Spent, you know what I mean? So,
Do you have that song on platforms?
it's on SoundCloud.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
I'll definitely
yeah.
go check that out.
Shit. So yeah, I got that out, and then I did a couple of songs with Hardo, who's a great rapper from Pittsburgh, and he's still going to this day, still grinding and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just making music. He has a great story and a great background. I got to meet this dude in person. Super cool dude. Spent 8 hours in the studio together. Made a couple fire joints. Like, I can't even lie to you.
Hell
I
yeah,
dropped
bro.
one of them, but I got 2 others in the cut. Like, he's good people. Like, and treated me with respect and shit. You know what I mean? Like, just cool the whole way around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
and was
bro.
willing to listen to different ideas and stuff like that too. That's what you love about working with other people. Like,
Yeah,
as long
bro.
as they're willing to listen to you and collab with you.
Yeah, I knew that'd be good to break down with you because I knew there was a lot of things that you done did. That,
Tried.
Yeah, well, not even try, bro. You did. Like, there's a lot of cool things. You're just not done yet, bro. I appreciate the humbleness,
Yeah.
but no matter what it is, this is just another stepping stone onto your road, bro. And you could be humble. You could say that you're not with the drive or anything, but you don't just lose that. So you might not just be for this specific path right now.
Right.
But no matter what, like, bro, I'm telling you, like 100% am telling you, what you're doing and what you have done in the past is the right thing. You apply that to anything. The amount of connections you made and whatnot, like, that's something to do. That's something to build off of. The same thing that, like, just have goals. That's all. That's what I want to preach on this shit too. Is just have goals. So, like, I mean, I really think that we touched pretty much base with everything so far that I want to touch. Like, we could definitely get together again and, like, just talk it and chop it up. But you're an inspiration, bro.
I appreciate it. Likewise, bro.
Just keep it up, man. Like, no matter what you do, 25th, you guys can come see Shish.
Absolutely. Come to YNG's big birthday bash
Big
celebration.
birthday
And, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers is going to come out. And it's honestly going to be, like, a very local, like, anybody from the Pennsylvania area, Western Pennsylvania area should definitely stop by because it's going to be, like, literally like a Rolling Loud. Like, bro's literally putting together, like, a
We're
whole
trying to make it
Rolling Loud
huge.
set, bro.
Not
like,
try. We're going to make it huge.
Yeah, he's going to, and it's going to be a great performance. And, like, if you love music, then come out to the area.
Yeah, food. We're gonna
vendors,
have
all
food.
that shit,
We're
you know
gonna.
what I mean?
Can I advertise the block too? We're gonna advertise the block. All right. So we're gonna. I said this earlier, but like I said before, he's having it inside and outside. Inside's gonna be more for like like whatever you really feel like. If you are a parent that lets your kid listen to rap music, that's fine. But if you're somebody that wants to listen to like clean rap music or whatever, just regular music outside, we're gonna try to have a really good setup outside. And
It'll be a good mixture.
yeah,
Between
he's
it
a
all.
family man, so he's having a birthday bash. You're gonna have a place for the birthday bash inside, a place for the birthday bash outside. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good artists and just a lot of good things going down. But on the other thing, man, I'm just happy to have you here.
Facts.
I want to get you back.
Absolutely.
Definitely just keep on working on this setup and
For
just
sure,
like
for sure, bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
we
Keep got
definitely
people in here.
yeah gonna have to chop this up, but I appreciate it, bro.
I
Like,
appreciate you, bro.
was-
Thank you very much.
absolutely,
All love
man.
and God bless to you and your
Hey,
family.
God bless you. Dios te bendiga.
Of course.
Oh,
Salud.
salud. It's a wrap.
All right, Brody. Yeah, absolutely. I loved it. I appreciate it, man, to the max. This dude Evan is scared a little bit of some weed smoke and shit.
If you ever did me soft, just know you dead to me. What's therapy if I can
shout
speak
out
my mind through
Shish-Kanak,
melodies?
bro. That was a great
Yes, TARDIS
episode.
in my
I hope
pocket
y'all
just to
just
feel
doing
at
what you
peace.
love and
I
loving
try
what
to
you
keep it
do.
real, somehow
It's
turn
been
to
another
enemies.
episode,
I'm
actually
like
the
a
first
doctor where you
episode. It
see me
dropped
out here
that Fred,
climbing
part
up.
1,
If I
part
ain't
2
rich, then why the hell would I go
completed.
fall
Next
in love?
up is the
You
person
stab
you're
me in
listening
my
to
back
right
when
now,
I
Young
mean, what's
E.
up?
He's up
Went to
next
church
week.
with the same
Hope y'all
ones who
enjoy
claim
it
they
and
a
just
thug.
keep on doing
I
what
wanna
you
be
love.
real rich,
Stay
real
classy,
rich,
my
I want
friends.
real rich.
Peace.
I want my wrist to be so red that it does dishes. Remember blowing out them candles, making wishes. Wish they came true, but now I'm